Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. She's finally here, Captain Ishmael. Which means, yeah. It means, yeah, very, very good wording for me. Yeah. Did you say yeah again? Fair enough. Interesting. That's a very... They're changing up the look of the target extractions. That looks very strange compared to the past ones. I'll have to actually check, and it doesn't really matter too much, but yeah. Pet Quad Captain Ishmael. First and foremost, it's what's been on everyone's mind. What are the chances of the assist attack triggering? 20% per resonance. Oh, that is very nice. Yeah. You get a 5 absolute resonance of any sin affinity, and it guarantees assist attack. That's good. Worried it was going to be, like, low chances. Like, I mean, I'll wait till I actually get her, and before I actually look at her kit in more detail. Let's start with the daily extractions. And by that I mean I'm only going to bother with daily extractions because, I'd like to save the rest of my lunacy and stuff, if I can. Just, you know, just for safety. In case I need to. But yeah, the actual one that matters. Let's see if I get really lucky and manage to just do a single target pull and get the ID. No, that's okay. I'm just gonna shard her then. Sure, I've got a bunch of tickets and stuff, but I'd really just rather save up for next ball purchase, you know? I think that's a fair enough reaction. It's around 230. Yeah, a little overkill, but I just want to make sure I can also up-tie her immediately. Alright, I need to actually dispense her first. Almost forgot about that part again. God, she's real. Insane. Welcome aboard, Greenhorn. You are able-bodied and ready for the voyage, I trust. The Pet Quad Captain Ishmael. Yeah. That's cool. You can also see, I mean, you can see... I think that's supposed to be Yisung there, yeah. And then Heathcliff is there. And that guy with the glasses is the one guy from Star Sang's background that looks vaguely... I think people joke that it looks vaguely like Dongrang. This guy. Shh. So funny to see that random character showing up again. Oh, of course. What funny thing do we have? I was hoping it was going to be a fault lies with something. Once again, the fault lies with Blink. All of it. You? Fault lies with... The fault lies with Whale. All of it. Alright. Once again, the fault lies with Contract. All of it. If you insist. Oh, you can... This isn't a unique joke at all. I'm sure so many people are going to do this, but... Once again, the fault lies with Ishmael. All of it. Yeah. How silly. I'll keep like this for now. But yeah, the actual ID itself, very nice. You're the first center to have 4 3-stars as well, Ishmael. Not the first center to have 8 identities, because Sinclair, Yisong, and Honglu all have 8 identities, but they've got 3 3-stars each. Makes sense you're the first to have 4 3-stars when you were the first to have 3 3-stars. And you haven't had an ID since Molar Boat worked, so fair enough, I guess. There, we can level you up. We can probably max you if I had to hazard a guess. Yep, seems like it. Definitely gonna want to go for that. Then we can check out her uptie story. Oh, you don't have your Vav equipped. Oh, it's because we're on the wrong... Oh, yeah. I had it on the Pierce team, because I switched to the Pierce team when I'm doing excavations. Yeah. Here we go. Then everything is there. Yeah, okay. Enough distractions, though. Time for the uptie story. See what it is. Thunder and lightning. Yes, the battle of our lifetimes will soon be upon us. We will hunt the whale of all evils. Ha ha ha. We're going to see how this goes, because there might be a... It might either not be the pallid whale, instead be the crimson whale, or whatever it's called. Either that or she's already killed the pallid whale at this point, but it's probably just a different whale in this mirror world to, you know, match, you know, Ishmael's hair color. All hands! The child thundered, slamming her giant harpoon upon the ship's deck. The captain stands tall in the middle of a wild and calamitous lake, on top of her precariously swaying ship. The captain wishes to hear your voices. Answers, you dogs! All hands! Aye! First of the crew to roar was the one covered head to toe in tattoos. Yeah, I figured as much. Because, I mean, you can open it here and yeah, it's Heathcliff. But it was a purple banner, so I was like, yeah, it's Heathcliff. What about the rest of you? Cat got your tongues? All hands! Aye! The crew, their hearts united as one, screams their reply from the top of their lungs to the child's thunders like the roaring waves. All of you here must already know where this ship has set course to. Indeed, we have set course to brave the waves head-on. But no sailor shows any signs of fear or anxiety. Also very glad this song is playing here, because it goes hard. And I think it played in the trailers, I think, or something, but I think the only time this song plays in the game is when we actually begin our assault on the Pallid Whale with Indigo Elder. I may be mistaken, though. It might play, like, one other time, like, maybe, like, sometime in the dungeon as well, and I'm just forgetting about it, but good to see it again. Good to hear it again, I should say. They merely look up to the child with conviction in their eyes, as though this was what they had been expecting all along. You must also know what the waves bring. Yes. Tonight, we will fell a whale. What whale is that, men? The all-withering crimson whale! It's a rather long name, but they have no trouble chanting it in unison. But that wasn't the answer this child was looking for. The child slowly but emphatically shakes her head before shouting. Wrong! That whale is a culmination of our goals, our tenacity. It is our purpose. Aye! Its terrible limbs will constrict around us, strangle us. Yeah, there's the tentacles here. That's not very whale-like. Its nightmare suction cups will attempt to latch onto our ship, onto the flesh of our dearest crew. There is no reply, but the silence is not one of fear. Instead, they smile. They all wear a giddy, toothy grin as though a long-awaited present had arrived at their doorsteps. I like the looks on your mugs. Just as I expected. The crew of the Pequod has no fear for such insignificant things. Concern yourselves with naught but following your captain's compass. Captain Ishmael's compass. At the end of that path lies all of our victories, the purpose of this voyage. Aye, Captain! Captain, I see a storm ahead. Tonight, thunder and lightning strike at the wind sea. Wildly. I'm sorry, just first mate, it's just cracking me up, the miscapitalization. Yeah, it's Yisong. It's Yisong colored banner, so it's obvious enough. If we pull this up, it's gonna be Yisong, yeah. Another child barges out of the cabins. There is a look of urgency in his eyes, yes, but there is no fear. In fact, he wears a slight smile. The time is upon us. Blinding strikes of lightning and heavy rainstorm rage over the Pequod and its crew. Yet no one moves, no one hides, not even their eyebrows twitch. First mate, I await your orders, Captain. Leave the wheel to the second mate. Give the order to stay on course toward the Crimson Whale. As soon as the second mate has the wheel, grab your harpoon and join me by my side. I shall relate post-haste. Harpooneer! Wait for an opening at the stern of the ship, then make your strike count. Skewer the beast with all your might. Aye! As the crew exchanges rousing speeches with one another, something crimson begins emerging from the depths of the lake. It begins to approach the water's surface. Funny thing to mention here is, yeah, it's very clearly that this is supposed to be the equivalent to the white whale in this universe. And, you know, tentacle-like, the reason why it has the aspect of a octopus is because Ishmael is compared to octopus. I think some of the early release art for Limbus had Ishmael, like a little chibi Ishmael drawing as like a kind of like an octopus type thing, and so I think it's just supposed to match Ishmael as well. And also, you know, it matches the hair, I guess. There's the whale's tail opens. Welcome to my ship. The child calmly watches the whale's gargantuan body breaks through the lake's surface. Say my name. You may call me Ishmael. First line of Moby Dick. Ishmael, captain of the Pequod! Indeed! The child twirls her massive harpoon before aiming it straight toward the whale's tail. Crimson Whale, you shall know and call my name as well. You shall call me Ishmael. Yep, there's the drop. The gaslight inside of her harpoon burned brighter and hotter, as though it was responding to the crew's passion. Let the flames of my harpoon be your guiding light, and everything shall come to be. My purpose awaits, your purpose awaits. Aye! There is burning fervor in the eyes of the crew, but their gaze is fixed onward, clear and focused. The child takes a sweeping look at her crew and their conviction. All hands! Before leaping head-on against the advancing whale. Charge! Yeah, that was a cool upside cutscene. I expected it to be cool, but yeah, jeez. We get our 40 lunacy, yippee. Upgrade you to max, of course. There's no way we wouldn't. And, yeah. Now we can actually take a look at, the specifics. To me, 2 defense level up to adjacent allies. A little nice benefit. Leftmost skill slot of one other enemy with the highest max HP. So just highest max HP. So the tankiest person gains resonance aggro once per turn. So you can't spam skill ones and get it even more aggro. 4 plus highest absolute resonance flight protection in the next turn to the ally when they gain aggro. So, if you go envy resonance... Actually, yeah, that makes sense. If you go envy resonance, you're kind of going tanky mode. Potentially, this benefits a lot if you're going envy resonance for the sake of, a middle team, something like that. So you can just kind of, buff up one of the middle IDs. I assume middle Dawn has the most HP, but I don't know for sure. If you're running Fleet Cliff, he's going to have the most HP, I think, without a doubt. And a little bit of bleed here, not much, it's just a minor thing. Pursue them to the end. 3 offense level to adjacent allies, yep. 20% chance of assist attack having for every resonance. So no matter what, you've always got a 20% chance. Also, it's not absolute resonance. I think I missed that in the past. You just need a decent resonance for the sake of this skill too. You need absolute resonance to gain the damage up or the pride power up, of course, but if you just have, a little bit of normal resonance, it still increases the assist attack chances. So, and chances are every turn you're going to have at least 2 resonance going on. So there's 40% by base if you're just using your skill 2. 2 bleed skill 2, 1 burn with skill 3. Yeah, your actual status attack infliction is pretty minor, but that's because you're the buffer. But then the skill 3, Harpoon of Obsession. 0.3% of damage per 1% missing HP max, 30%. So you do 30% more damage against enemies with basically no HP. And assuming this works similar to something like Shank, it's based on the part HP, so targeting a broken part, you just get a straight up 30% damage increase. Point power plus 1 for every 5 bleed on target, so 10 bleed it becomes a 4 plus 5 with 4 coins. Target is stagger defeated. There's a lot of stuff here. 1 plus highest absolute resonance divided by 2 allies with the least 8 SP heal 10 SP, gain 2 poise, and 4 poise count. 4 times max number of allies you can heal is 4. That's pretty nice. 4 poise count on stagger kill with this is a very nice thing. 1 bleed count, 2 bleed, 1 burn count. Yeah, very minimal stuff. Once again, based on how this is worded, I think she does not count towards Lucky Pouch, especially with how this is worded now. There is poise on it, though, so maybe I'm wrong. I always assumed it would be, on hit poise, on use poise, stuff like that required. 5 SP for adjacent allies, 2 times max. And then you've got multiple passives. Okay. That is really cool. Really cool indeed. I assume that's going to be common going forwards. I'm surprised they didn't have something like this already. I feel like some IDs kind of, what is it? Some IDs have, innate benefits, right? I mean, I guess, for example, if we pulled, LCCV, Rodion and go to her passive, always active after encounter with 7 ammo. Yeah, stuff like this always seemed like it should be a different passive instead of being just under the other passive, Very cool to see, because this little passive was not mentioned on the pre-release thing at all. Target's leak entity deal 10% more damage. Hour of the Hunt. But then, of course, the main passive, it's 3 Proud Resonance, I expect as much. If enemies defeat after the unit attack, gain 4 poise, 2 poise count, then gain overheated gas harpoon next turn, so you just get 1 burn on hit. Pretty minor, but it's a little bit more. 2 allies with least SP also heal 7 SP and gain 4 poise when this happens, and if those allies are from the Pequod, they heal additional 5 SP and get Pierce power up next turn. And support passive, and the highest SP gains poise count when targets defeat after units attack. Cool passive, it requires Pride Resonance. I mean, if it's Pride Resonance, it might be good for some, Frank Otis or something. Yeah, a lot going on here, that's for sure. This is going to be a fun unit. Well, I'm going to build, the quick, I'm going to... Oh god, wrong button. I'm gonna refresh 4 Lucky Pouch, and then I'm gonna build, like, a Bleed Poise fusion team. And I'm gonna try that out, so this recording will presume once I've done that. Quick add-on I'm doing in post. There's something I missed about Captain Ishmael that does throw me off a little bit in the run itself. But Captain Ishmael uniquely has a unique sanity tag. And this actually works a little differently. Now, for context, the normal ID, almost every ID in the game, you know, normal stuff, win a clash against Sandy, 10 after you defeat an enemy of higher level, 5 after an ally defeats an enemy of higher level, and you lose Sanity if a defeated ally is higher level than you. And that's normal enough stuff. It's the level stuff's kind of weird. But if we look at Captain Ishmael instead, 10 after this unit defeats an enemy regardless of level, 15 if the unit defeats an enemy whose level is higher than the units, and if an ally is defeated, increases by 10 regardless of the ally's level. So she gets saner when allies die, which is very fitting. But then for Factor with decreasing sanity, decrease by 5 after an ally defeats an enemy whose level was higher than this unit's. Does not decrease when the enemy is defeated by an assist attack. So whenever an enemy is defeated, an enemy of higher level than Ishmael is defeated by another ally, barring assist attack, because that counts as Ishmael effectively, she loses sanity. So you really want her to be getting kills. This throws me off a little bit in the run. I'll see her, like, losing... She'll be, like, 35 sanity or something, and I'll have no clue why. And it's because allies actually got the kills instead of her, and, you know, she gets mad about it. This isn't the first unit to have a unique sanity tab, because Suncliff has a unique add-on in his, where, you know, loses sanity when he loses clashes. But the first one to have, like, really notable differences. But enough of this, the actual distraction. Time to get into the actual run itself. Alright, the team has now been prepared. It's, as I said before, I'm using all the units that have a combination of Bleed and Poise. As far as starting units go, of course, starting with 4-leaf clover, ornamental horseshoes, so we can fuse those together, get the lucky pouch. Also started with Pen and Nostalgia because I went full Wish of Stars, so I start out with being able to take all 3. If I really wanted to maximize efficiency, I could have reset until I had, like, something else there, like maybe, like, instead of Pen Nostalgia, I had, like, Nebulizer, but chances are we'll be able to get that sooner or later. And, of course, because I went full Wish of Stars, we're also starting with Clear Mirror Calm Water. And because we have Clear Mirror Calm Water floor 1, we will be able to upgrade this to max, so our crits are going to be insane and give us so much offense level up. Of course, the one unfortunate thing is that, you know, Ishmael likely did not count for Lucky Pouch, but that's why we're going a full Bleed Poise team. So that we'll be ready when that happens. Yeah, this is the team. All these IDs have a little bit of Bleed, a little bit of Poise. These two aren't going to be as interesting as, you know, the rest of the team. That's still fine. We got a lot of pride on everyone, though. Everyone has some pride. You've also got a pride counter, so, you know, that could also be good for building up pride resonance, potentially, if we want to. So that's something. And I guess most of the time, we're probably going to want to change people's skills to give them more pride, since that's what really benefits us. Like, let's see, this turn, for example, yeah, assist attack the ally to the right, so you're just gonna get, like, another random attack off here. Captain of the Pequod. Nice. Wow, there's so much going on with this passive. It's great. Yeah, almost full Pride Resonance. 5 Pride Resonance, though, is enough to give the Pride power up to the ally, which means... So on use, you should give it to them, and that person should just get hit by a random Sloth Steal from Gregor, right? Yeah, there's the assist attack in play. Now, the assist attack gets the Pride power up, but because the skill 1 isn't Pride, it didn't matter there. But it does matter for this unilateral business. That is... Oh, it's so cool. God, I know I sound like I'm going insane, but God. Such a cool gimmick. Defense up to Jason Allies. What's your speed roll, by the way? 4 to 7? So, like, average? That makes sense. I mean, so is same as you. A little bit better than you because you're 4 to 6. So yeah, you're kind of consistently going to have the highest speed rolls. The only person who's got a better speed roll than you is no one, and you're tied with Yi-Sang, so... Hard to say. Right. Yeah. Enough of just looking at speed values, though. We should just do the kill these guys. We'll double up in this one. Actually, we could probably get a kill with Harpoon at a session. Yeah, if we get all heads, we will. Oh yeah, I should probably also look at your sprite, though. Look at that. You've got the funny pipe, you've got your harpoon. She's got a little Like, very interesting, actually, this leg, because, I don't know if you know this, because you wouldn't know this unless you've actually seen the sprites themselves, but the pre-whale, Ahab, her talking sprite has, like, a normal peg leg. It's not like a harpoon peg leg. It's like a normal-ish, like, little, like, silverish type-looking peg leg that doesn't really have, like, a pointed end to it. So it seems like Ahab only got, like, the harpoon peg leg after the event of being swallowed by the whale. But interestingly enough, this Ahab ID is using... It's a little bit of a mixture of both designs, I suppose. It's mostly based off of, you know, pre-whale Ahab, because, you know, no politicization, that sort of stuff. But it still has that little peg leg from the post-whale Ahab. Likely because that's the one people are familiar with. Oh god, Clear Calm Water is so insane. Her rolls don't seem insane, but that's because she's all about buffing. Which, you know, means she's gonna be... I mean, she's definitely gonna be, like, a mainstay of, like, poise teams from now on, I think. Which, I think was to be expected. Just being able to give poise to a bunch of allies. Although she doesn't count as poise herself, so I don't know. It's gonna be hard to say. We're gonna have to see if Lucky Pouch does trigger on her, and that I've just adamantly been wrong this entire time. But we'll see. No skill 2 immediately. Oh no, that is your skill 2. Why am I getting mixed up? Yeah. Your skill 1 is the envy one. So yeah, if we get a little... We've got a 3 pattern, so 60% chance we trigger... This is a attack for Yisong here. Could be cool. We'll see, though. Not the highest chance, but because it is resonance and not absolute resonance, pretty easy to build up the chance. 60% is not bad. It's a little bit better than 50-50, after all. And that's the clear reason why we have Ahab, first and foremost, is because we want her to gain the second skill slot more times, so that when she does get the assisted... Okay, it looks like we didn't get it off there. So that when she does get the assist attack off, you can get multiple slots doing it, which would be really funny. Like here, for example, she's going to get it with this. So she's going to give it to Rodion, right? Attack, Rodion follows. Attack with your skill 1, Rodion follows. This person's probably going to be dead, so it's probably going to happen on this guy or something. But you see what I mean? 60% chance here because we've got a 3 resonance going on. Which is decent. That target died, but... It looks like, okay, assist attack did trigger there. It's a little unfortunate that it doesn't actually show assist attack triggering. And by that I mean, it might show on the left side or something, whether or not it happens. But I just mean you can't actually see the status effect on Rodion when she was going for the attacks there. Which would have made it a little more clear, but that's fine. Oh, perversion. Don't mind if I do. Resistances are nice to have. Ishmael's got this easily. Yep, that harpoon of obsession. That harpoon do be obsessing. And we got a rest stop here, so we can do fusion, boom, boom, fuse these two together. We get the lucky pouch, and then to really put just a nail in enemy plans, we upgrade this to ++, so that crits do 2.5 instead of 1.2 damage. And if you get if you get a single crit, with anything except for Blade Lineage Sinclair's skill 2, because it's worded weird, this ally gains 15 and the offense level up next turn. We'll upgrade this too, why not? 2 random allies, yeah, nice. The reason why I soloed out Blade Lineage Sinclair is this skill 2 on Clash Wind does not spend poise count with critical attacks landed the skill. So that means it doesn't, for some reason, because of how Premier Calm Water requires them to consume poise count, it just means that that doesn't trigger. I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it's just worded weird, but if it actually does work how it's worded, this is something that could be interesting to test out. I don't know, maybe we can test it out this round. You got a skill 2? No. Well, that's fine. I was gonna say we could get the Pride Resonance going, but you don't have a skill 2 to use it for. Struggling there. Interesting. Probably just what is cast then. Pride Resonance going on here. Triggers are passive, not that it matters too much since that's, you know, on kill. And of course, only the actual Resonance passive shows up in the top left, because the other ones are kind of like a passive. There's so many types of passives. Like, we've got passives now. Passives that are actually just passives and don't require to be actively activated like passive stuff. On top, you know, the fact that we still have support passives too, which are passives that also only trigger occasionally, but only if you're not using the unit. Oh yeah, Lucky Pouch to claim their bonus roll, am I right? You're attacking Yisong a little bit, but that doesn't matter too much. It is giving a bunch of buffs to Heathcliff though, so that's good. Oh yeah, we can. The moment of truth here. Do you count for Lucky Pouch? We'll see. It'll gain like a bunch of power if it's true, and it won't gain a bunch of power if false. So that's 22 offense level up on Heathcliff right now. God. 42 on foregone conclusion. Yeah. God. 13! Wait! He counts as a poise unit! He does! Okay! That's good to know. I was doubting it significantly, because, the way it's worded is, it's like, oh, if allies have attack skills that gain poise potency or count. But no, it just requires your skills to have poise at all. That's cool. That's really cool. This counts. That counts. Okay, that's insane. Actually, wait, I don't know if that's for sure, because was it just the offense? No, I don't think it was the offense level triggering, because it wasn't a clash, was it? It was a one-sided because the person was defending, right? Or am I getting mistaken? I don't know. We'll be able to tell here, because this is definitely a one-sided. Because one-sided still gain power from that, right? Oh yeah, Lucky. You can see Lucky Pouch is triggering there. You can see it show up on the left side. Yeah. All right then. I am very happy about that information. She is a poise unit, which makes her the second ID to have 3 different status effects on her. The only other one being, of course, LCB Ryoshu's poise. LCB Ryoshu's poise, tremor, and rupture. And Sunshire's Heathcliff being in a honorable mentions because he's got rupture and sinking, and he's got tremor burst, but tremor burst doesn't count towards the tremor one, unfortunately. Otherwise, he would have 3. Let's see. What do we want here, though? Cigarette holder. I mean, this is just power up, which is really solid for us. But bleed is good. Rest of muzzle is good. Decisions. I think cigarette holder is the rarest one, though. Oh, but we want rusted muzzle so we can get progress towards bloody mist. That's right. Almost made a big mistake there. Damage shaken down. Enemies take less damage. We don't care. It's not that big of a worry, I don't think. Yeah, now if we can just get the smoke and wires, we can fuse together the other fusion gift we were using this run. Which would be pretty nice. But yeah, we're gonna focus on stuff for poise, stuff for... Do I want it? Nah. I was thinking about it. Stuff for poise, stuff for bleed, that's our focus. I'm gonna give you more skill 2s, actually. Yeah, I think that's the fun way to go about doing this. Stone Tomb is more poise. Sticky Muck is good with our abundance of Pierce, and we continue on with 95 cost. That works. Yeah, a lot of EU gifts now, a lot of stuff that'll benefit us a lot. Kinda wish I had some EU gifts that actually increased cost gain right now, because I'd like to be able to buy a bunch more EU gifts this run. But it's really not that big of a deal. Full Pride turn? Sure thing. I mean, it's really nice that the Pride Resonance thing with Pursue Them to the End works pretty well with the Pequod IDs, because they've actually got Pride skill ones. God, look at the scrolling on the keywords on the left side. There's 6 different effects it has to explain the keywords for the skill. Because it's offense level, assist, attack, Pride power up, bleed, burn. Damage up 2. Oh yeah, damage up 2, but the damage up isn't highlighted there. Yeah, okay. God. And because we've got at least the 5 Resonance of Pride, it's guaranteed to trigger assist attack here. I wonder, could Commemorative Point trigger off an assist attack initiated skill 1? I assume so, right? That makes sense. You'd have to have someone with a single coin skill 1, but we've got a couple people with that. Notably, Rodion is a single coin skill 1. So that would work. Also, that right there was the assist attack going on. Pride power up is nice. The fact they're taking 10% less damage is a little rude, but it really shouldn't matter too much in the long run. We get a little bit of Envy Resonance here, so you've got a 60% chance you can actually get the assist attack off with Sinclair. It'll probably be overkill by that point, but still, it's nice. Okay, a little bit of damage at the foregone conclusion.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
기름도
맞아.
나오지
그렇게
않는
무서운데.
여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
To me.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금은 기세가 수그러지는. 잘했군.
Yeah, can't tell whether or not... I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know if anything showed up on the left side telling us the assist attack triggered, but it didn't look like it. I don't know. Blunt, because, you know, while we do have a lot more Pierce, and Blunt is something we have, Do we have a single Blunt attack on the team? I don't think so, right?
입을 열 시간이 있나?
Like, you're all Pierce, you're all Pierce, you're all Pierce, you're all Pierce, you're all Slash, and you're all Slash with a Pierce skill 1. Yeah, so not a single Blunt attack, so that's... I mean, that's fine, though. Harpoon of Obsession, you... Something like this looks good, I think. Oh, that's a cool flash too. What I didn't see what happened there, but that was interesting, wasn't it? Like she parried the attack with her flash. She's like an ID that's got like a unique flash animation with the skill 3, especially, I guess. Like see it again. We probably will see it again, but something fancy was definitely going on there. Reminds me of something like, you know, like She Ishmael's skill 3, where the enemy kind of like... Or not She Ishmael's, Base Ishmael's skill 3. She Ishmael's skill 3 is interesting, but not to that level. I think it's Base Ishmael's skill 3 where she kind of like parries with her shield. When like any attack she parries and as part of like the attack animation. Kind of similar vibe to that, I guess. Yeah, once we do get Bloody Mist, assuming we do, which just Red Smoke and Mars, we got the tier 1, we will also deal double damage on top of everything else already going for us. Yeah, that would be pretty dandy. Charge? Sure. This works. And it's snake time. Snake for weak Pierce. Woe be upon these snakes. Let's see if we can, like, one-turn, like, we can definitely one-turn one of the snake's arms, right? Like, if we go all in on it. Immediately Harpoon Obsession. Probably worth it. Maybe we save our Pride skills this turn. Something like that could actually make a lot of sense. You're weak to, stabbing immediately isn't always, you know, the most logical move, but it works. Or you're struggling. I'll flash with that then. Do a little bit of a foregone conclusion, and this immediately save our Pride skills. Next turn, get a big Pride resonance going, potentially. Oh, that's unfortunate. And by unfortunate, I mean, Heathcliff's gonna have a couple levels of offense level next turn, especially if he gets a crit here. Come on. Oh, he doesn't have any poise. Never mind. Thought I had Nebulizer for a second there, which I very clearly do not. Hey, look at that. That is a cool parry. Flash animation thing. That also immediately did break that arm. Pretty much. I'm sure we got an attack on it with Heathcliff already, but it was mostly just that attack, just going insane. Oh, that was a crit. Okay, so we did in fact one-turn this thing, almost. That arm's not quite broken, but it's very close, so I still count that as a win. We should probably snag our Harpoon here so you can get some of that. Yeah, okay, that's good. To me... Yeah. I mean, that seems good enough. Avoiding Pride attacks once again, so next turn we get funny Pride Resonance, since we can. Some people will clear Mirror Calm Water. Like Ishmael, for example, God. Okay, so Pride Resonance turn. You're gonna buff, you're gonna assist attack Sinclair, that's fine, I guess. Nothing too, like, good, but it's okay, don't get me wrong. Just nothing too special. And we do this, flash almost everything. The only thing we're not clashing is that, but it's going for Heathcliff, so that's fine. Quite a few people have good offense level up this turn. Everyone's got pretty good poise, near max. Not quite max. If we had Nebulizer, we'd be at max by now. But that's fine. God. Yeah, that guy's just dead. To be expected, really. 360 damage there. We're about to double our damage with Blood. I don't know at what point in the process it gets doubled. It might be like one of those ones that like gets doubled early on, or it might be one of the ones that gets doubled at the end. But God. We're pretty likely to get Bloody Mist, I think, like floor 4, yeah. That's when you see like a stupid amount of tier 3, especially because there's an Abno event for it. Final power up, deal more damage. I'm probably fine with them dealing more damage. Gotta win clashes. And we can also take lithograph here for some healing. Good stuff. Okay, we get a rest stop here, which we can use to enhance some things. Let's see, what do we want to enhance? Probably not these two. They're kind of off the table, because while we could get some benefit from Fluorescent Lamp, it's a nice one to power up because it does damage at haste, even if you don't have much Rupture. Although you'd really want to have the Thorns to do that properly. We could upgrade this for, you know, more bleed to go on. We could upgrade Carmilla. I do like upgrading Carmilla. And we'll upgrade this a little bit too. We can almost fully upgrade it because I got the random chance of not spending stuff there, but that's fine. What do we have for Lost? Anything? No, not really. So we can't fuse more bleed stuff. Do we have anything good for Pride? Not. I mean, we've got Fluorescent Lamp. If we get another random Pride thing, we could just pair it with Fluorescent Lamp, and we could just guarantee Nebulizer, or at least have a high chance of getting Nebulizer. Don't know if it's guaranteed off the top of my head, but it'll be close. Because while our poise is really good, first turn poise isn't too special. I'd like to have a way to get a decent bit of poise immediately, and Nebulizer especially is a good way to do so. Even more so when you factor in that Nebulizer gives everyone even more poise whenever. I mean, you're fine if you lose a Flash because you're you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying Nebulizer gives even more poise when more poise when you get Pride Resonances. Sorry for distracting myself several times there, but I was trying to figure out how I could properly clash everyone here with decent chances. Yeah, we get this off 80% chance of getting the thing to trigger. Did it trigger? It doesn't look like it. That's fine. Doesn't matter too much, really. Would have just been more poise for Yusan, which would have been nice, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't matter in the long run, that's for sure. Oh. You lose these, it seems. That's fine, you get the attack power up next turn. 3 people to clash against, that should be fine. We can Harpoon of Obsession you, Demolish you, Sever Not you, Foregone Conclusion you. And then everyone else is just on cleanup duty, basically. Cleaning up these guys. Seems good. Yeah, kill 3 time. This guy's very dead. Yeah. I mean, that's not an insane amount of damage, but that's still fine. I see 300 damage from a single attack, and I'm like, it could have been more. I think my standards have just been, like, utterly destroyed by some of the stuff that's gone already. That was 3 coins, by the way. Didn't even get the 4th coin off of that one. Thank you, Malkuth. There's a non-zero chance we get an Ahab announcer eventually, which is a really funny idea. Like, what if we just started getting announcers for, like, the antagonists? Of them just, like, goading you on. Ahab announcer especially would be funny, because, like, maybe, like, when you are using Ishmael, she'll just start, like, mocking it. Mocking her. Just as, like, the enemy was not staggered. The fault lies with you, Ishmael. That sort of thing. And if you don't have Ishmael on the team, she just talks normally. I mean, she doesn't talk normally, per se, because she's Greek, but you know what I mean. She doesn't call out Ishmael unless Ishmael's actually on the team. I don't know, it's possible. I really wouldn't be that surprised either. Yeah, we press 1. Flash is better than Blunt for us, so I'll go up. Not too big of a difference, don't get me wrong, but something.
오케이, 작전 지역 진입 확인했어.
네, 입감 양호합니다.
Immediate little bit of Pride Resonance for the potential.
바람구멍을 내주지.
Could be funny. Especially since it's attacking a guy that's Pierce Weeks. And that is almost dead. You know, random Impale actually does kill. That's nice. The assisted attack Impale, I mean. It's not exactly random. I mean, it's kind of random because it's 60% chance, but you know what I mean. A little bit more Pride Resonance, this time going for you. Might want to focus on changing the skills of, like, Sinclair and Rodion next, since they've got Pride skill 3s and skill 3s only. Increase the chances of them actually, like, getting what we want them to be using. Especially Sinclair, because Rodion's always got that counter, which, unless her passive's triggered, also Ishmael's screaming there, unless her passive triggers, her counter is Pride. If it does trigger, it turns into Gloom, though, so... Good thing we got a lot of Pride there, otherwise that could have done something to us. Risky encounter. Prejudice, also nice. A little bit of healing. I think when we get Pride Resonance, we get, like, offense level or something, too, right? Forget, I never pay attention to that part of Prejudice, but I think it's something like that, right? Oh, Pride Resonance also triggers the healing. I'm thinking something else. Yeah. Heal 50% starts on encounter to the lowest HP. Pride Absolute Resonance also heals 12 an eighth of the missing HP of the least HP ally. Cool. Yeah, you need more skill 3s. You're the biggest weakness, because you've got a Pride. You've also got a Pride evasion too. You've also got Pride. Like these 3, like alone, or these 4 alone. I mean, or yeah, these 3. I don't know what I'm saying. These 3 alone can always guarantee we're going for Pride Resonance. Although in Ishmael's case, we really want to be going for the skill 2 instead. But like for example, we could do something like this here, get enough Pride going to make it so that Yisong will still get an attack off. Assuming this attack works how I think it does, and it is actually just normal resonance and not absolute resonance. We'll see. He'll throw on the random attack after this, pursue them to the end hits. Yep, nice. He also does a little bit of dodging because we had him do the dodge. Nice. We just carry on. Foregone conclusion, as always, doing a normal amount of damage. Yeah, nice 600 damage. To me, to you, to me. I'm sorry, that's all I can think about whenever I see the skill 1 of Ishmael. To me, to you, to... And if you don't get the reference, it's Xenoblade, but... doesn't really matter too much. It's a funny bit. Nice damage. Our bleed stuff isn't, you know, working out too well yet, but that's because A, we're missing Wound Flared, and B, we're just killing enemies too fast, right? That's the main issue we have, which is an issue I'm perfectly content with having. Oh, here's a little bit of cost increasing. Gluttony Pride Advantage, I feel like we've definitely got someone who can do this. Yeah, several people who can, in fact. Sinclair, I trust you. Good job. 50 cost, golden urn, fish time. You know what that means. Fish. Does Headless Ichthys... Ooh. Speech. Does Headless Ichthys count as a creature of the lake entity? I assume not, because it's not actually, like, from, like, the lake, but it is fish-like, so it would make sense. Just something to think about. Let's go full Pride Resonance. Probably worth it. Or maybe we use Sever Not here. Oh yeah, I like that idea actually. We use Sever Not here and not go for the full Pride Resonance. But still get 5 Pride Resonance so that we know that we're gonna be fine on that front. Counter the Tail Whip. You might just get staggered by that, but that's fine. It's alright. We'll probably have you one-sided that. Does mean that one of you is gonna have to take a one-sided. That's fine. I think Gregor will gladly take a one-sided for the sake of his captain. Yeah, good Sever Not here. We'll do some pretty good damage to the body, that's for sure. Almost staggered the body. Yisong honestly theoretically could stagger it. Oh yeah, sure did. So we didn't even need to worry about that risky attack. And we weren't even clashing with anything risky, no. It's the tail and the other parts we were kind of worried about. Which, you know, are still going through, because we didn't stagger those parts. But yeah, decent counter. Okay, but next turn we'll have the poise. So this is when our damage will really start heading up. Yeah, everyone's got decent poise now. We'll do a little bit of clashing, and we could pursue them at the end again. I'd rather just Harpoon of Obsession something, though. You know? Throw that on, like, the left leg or right leg or something like this. Yeah, we can ignore this then. You can relentless stabbing the body. You've got decent poise, yeah. Gathering clash to that. We're all want to clash to that with someone actually, so maybe we should have you clash to that. Okay. No. 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 Okay. We'll do this then. That works. The Harbinger Session should just instantly break this limb so that we don't need to worry about clashing with the other thing left leg's going for. Yeah, 430 damage as well. Couple. No crit there, so, you know, no relentless stabbings. Fine. I'm definitely expecting Gregor to do a little bit of damage when his turn comes around. I can see how many doubloons he has. Probably not, like, a lot. Especially because our bleed isn't, you know, the best. But, yeah, only one doubloon. Holds up, though, yeah. A little bit of damage. And we could just auto-damage here. We have one, too. Who got staggered? You did? Oh, right. It's because... I think this has happened a couple times and I got confused. But, yeah. Body's broken with blood cycles active. All I need to take 20 fixed damage. I've gotten staggered from that before, and I got very confused in the past a couple of times, I think. But I know what it is now. And, I mean, we just do this here. Couldn't make too big of a difference. This ambush alone almost kills you. Yeah, sky clear and cut to finish the job then. I'm so glad that Clear Mirror Calm Water Plus works, you know, because like for the first few weeks it genuinely did nothing. Like Clear Mirror Calm Water normal work, but I mean you gotta take the smoking wires. Shh. For the bit. Yeah, what was I saying? Like, if you had it unupgraded, Premier Calm Water work, but you upgraded it all, it just broke entirely. Let's give you a skill 3, why not? Gossipium? Yeah, I'll take that. Nothing else here appeals to me. I'd like more bleed stuff, especially. Like a Wound Clarity, yeah. Exactly what I was looking for. And we'll refresh it once again, see if we get lucky and see Nebulizer, but we don't. That's good, though. Then? Oh, Sun Shower. I'll take it. You've got this. Sun Shower should be decent for us if we do rely on... We're gonna need mass attacks on floor 5. That's just like a given. Especially turn 1 when we don't have much poise going on, stuff like that. No. A little scary clashes going on here and there. Should probably eagle for safety. Yeah, don't need to do anything special though. We've got such a small amount of gluttony, which is really shocking given how we actually do have some gluttony attacks on our side. You know, Yisong's skill 3, Sinclair's skill 1. Although we have been avoiding Sinclair's skill 1 like the plague because it's not great. And it's... I mean, I'm sure it's fine. It's not really a fair thing to judge someone based off of, but... You know what I mean. But only having 7 after... I mean, we spent a couple in range of models, but like only having like 10 or so feels like such a comically small amount. Oh, Ishmael's actually losing that clash. Ooh. You get staggered here, yeah. Ooh, don't like that damage. Ishmael's once again screaming something, mad that she got staggered, I think. Could always check what those voice lines are, and if I go to the credenza area, whatever it's called. We've got poise now though, so we're in a better spot. Although we still do need a couple egos, I think, and those counters are going to be a little bit rude. Yeah, they're going to be a lot of bit rude, actually, thinking about it. That should be fine, though. I'm sure we're not going to lose anyone to one of these counters. That would be insane. Ooh. Please kill here. Yeah, he just kills. Okay, so we didn't need to worry about the counter. He does not just kill. Oh, they're right. That one only had 1 counter. It's the other one going for 2 counters, I think it was. The one that both these 2 are attacking. And these 2 could die to it. No, I think we're going to stagger this guy this turn, actually. The What is Cast might do enough, actually. These guys resist it, don't they, though? Okay, we did stagger though. 51 damage, thanks to the crit. So you should just kill, yeah.
지금은
Okay, that's much better.
뭐 위기에
Yeah.
간다 그런 거야?
Alright, that's fine. Relentless stabbing just kills, of course, because we're guaranteed to get all 5 hits there. And we kill you there. Alright, a little bit of a scary fight, but we're managing fine still. Only a little bit scary. We've got plenty of sources of healing, and by that I mean we've got, like, prejudice. Oh, that's nice. Take the normal fight here. Don't really feel like going for the Pekatule. We do have a lot of Pierce, so while we do want to prefer Pierce nodes, that is also a death trap. Oh, more crabs.
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야. 알지?
당신들은 상관없을지도요.
Can't get like a full Pride Resonance or anything off here, that's fine. Do we do this then? Yeah, we should probably do this. Probably shouldn't bother with Pursue Them to the end. You lost a lot of sanity. Is there a reason why you've been losing so much sanity that I haven't been paying attention? You don't have any sanity loss, right? I feel like I keep on seeing her at less than full SP. And I don't know why. I guess it's just enemies doing SP damage straight up or something. I just keep on, like, being caught off guard by it. That's the best thing that I can think of, at least. Well, we're gonna get that one target lagger to main off. It'll be paralysis just to make sure that we win our clash afterward. Nice. The poise. Yeah. Bug arm, man. Let's go. The 4 paralysis to really just ruin this guy's day when we claim their bones him. Yeah, we actually probably would have lost there. I didn't see whether or not he rolled heads or that first clash. We probably would have lost if not for that paralysis. Good though, we don't lose clashes in this household. We win. We Pride Resonance, and we win. Yeah, neutral is a little scary. Could block here, but no, blocking would not help because that is a mass attack. I'm willing to just neutral it then, for the sake of the Pride Resonance. Interesting. So if the target dies after an assist attack, they just... So if now it has assist attack and they're targeting an enemy that died to Ishmael's attack, they just target the next enemy instead with it. That's good to know. Would have expected it just get to be wasted, but I guess, you know... I mean, it would be wasted if it was a focus encounter, I'd presume, but in normal encounters, it kind of gets preserved. Similar to how, like, using any skill works. Bleed. Stuff. We need a way to stack up more bleed.
부상 없이 나오는 게 최고야. 알지?
Let's see. I got a DM from my friend and it just says got Don Quixote. This is my friend who's like up to date with Limbus and has like everything in the game. Like, huh? Did he either missaid DHE Hong Loops, I don't know if he has that yet, or Captain Ishmael as Don Quixote. I assume? I'm just gonna say Don question mark. I'm very curious as to what he's trying to say here. I assume he just got Captain Ishmael, or but he might just be talking about. Oh, he's not playing Olympus at all right now. He's talking about the infinite craft thing. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's this like funny like web thing going around where you just combine like words and you make random words and it's like AI powered or something. And he managed to craft Don Quixote in it. And I just assumed he was talking about Limbus because, you know, I guess I thought he would have been playing it right now, but yeah, should have known. I mean, it says on, I can see on Steam that he's not actively playing it. So... Oh well, my bad. God.
이 작살은
That clash keeps on throwing me, it keeps on making me think like, oh, did we just lose? But no, we're fine. It's just a cool clash, and especially because it only ever plays in, like, the end of a clash, like when she beats the final coin. Yeah, then? Oh, more damage up, alright. Because we needed it. Okay. Potentially more damage if you can just pass this check. Which you can do, nice. So we get NDA now for even more damage ups. And Pierce and Gloom, one of these three, KQE, Fox, Centipede, the normal stuff. And any one of them probably just dies to our hand. Fox, we'll mass attack that, I think. Just to deal with all those minions.
당신들은 상관없을지도.
But it'll be fairly good, I think. You can flash there. You can flash there to start out with, and you do this. Neutral. Hopeless. Unopposed. Is this part weak to the other one that's weak to slash? Okay, this looks good.
내가 시범을 보이지.
Done. Done. And we get heads, so all these umbrellas are very dead. And because we have 3 pride skills this turn, we did trigger Ishmael's passive, I believe, which means... There's no cap to how many times our passive can trigger in a turn, is there? Okay, I don't think so, given how much poise just went to all of our allies, just all at once there. I'm fairly certain it sure did just give a stupid amount of poise for getting 4 kills with Ishmael. That's really good to know. I hadn't thought about it before, but yeah, it makes sense. Really think it's the kind of thing that usually would be capped, you know. Or maybe not usually, but it's the kind of thing that would make sense to be capped. A lot of, like, on-kill passives are, like, once per turn or something, like Chef Ryoshu's, or I think Warp Ryoshu's is 1 or 2 a turn. Stuff like that. So we did just immediately stagger that part, so you're not really doing too great. You're gonna get unstaggered, but you've got a lot of bleed, so have fun. Not much else to say there, really. I'm kind of having to just go all out on the head and just ignore the body entirely. Is that a good idea? Yes. Because everyone's going for Queegcliff. Sure, Queegcliff takes a lot of damage here if he does get hit, but like... Yeah. Fine. We'll be lame. We'll stop at least one of them so that he doesn't blow up and die if something goes wrong. We'll probably, in fact, stop 2 of them just to really make sure that nothing goes horribly wrong. Yeah, fine. We probably would be fine, don't get me wrong, but, it's really just a safety precaution because each of those attacks could do up to 100 damage on Heathcliff, and because that would mean 300 damage, potentially. He could have just died there if I was uncareful and let it go through. Who knows, maybe I'm over-worrying about it, but, better safe than sorry. I've taken too many risks in past Mirrodin 3 hard runs and lost units that I really did not need to lose. Like, who did I lose last week? I forget who I lost last week. It might have been Queegcliff, though? Was it? I don't remember. It was some bleed unit that was decent. I think it was Queegcliff, yeah. I kind of just lost him because I was being careless. I went for a Pierce risky encounter, you know, prove my power or something, I think. Hard to say. Anyways, we get Endorphin Kit here. More HP, more defense level for enemies. I mean, it's the best thing here, really. Headstrong is rough, final power up 4 is rough. Yeah, I'll take it, mainly because more poise is funny. Also, when getting poise from skill effects, does that count Ishmael's skill 3 as a skill effect? Maybe. Rodion, you don't really need stuff to change. Oh, yeah, get rid of your last skill 3. I do like the last skill 1, get it to a skill 3, so you've only got skill 2s and skill 3s now. That's funny. Nothing else. Painkiller could be nice, but not too important. Greycoat could be nice, but not too important. Cigarette holder's nice. I'll take it. Reroll for something else, maybe. Compass. Or not Compass, Contract. Compass was there, but I don't want it. Doesn't really benefit us that much. Okay, we'll take this fight. What normal counter? We'll get enough costs to, like, upgrade stuff at the end if we do so need to upgrade stuff. Because we do have another rest stop coming,
바람도 딱 좋네.
in case you've forgotten. You're a little rude, aren't you? We can Linger Domain you guys, do some good damage probably. And we got some risky-ish clashes going on here. That's fine. I should not be taking risks. I need to stop doing this. What is a 40% chance of getting the thing to trigger there? It did trigger there though, so that's more poise for Gregor, which is nice for that this 50% crit on Liger Domain. Looks like a crit. Nice. Because I saw the Fear Calm Water pop up. Yeah. That's pretty good. It makes, you know, those risky clashes not very risky at all because they have died already. Now, there's one guy who's still alive, but that's fine. We just use our weak bad skills this turn. I could probably avoid pride skills, get some pride stuff going next turn, maybe. Sounds solid. Because these guys should just all die. Even if they do resist their pierce attacks, they do not resist instant death tactic. Don't know why I struggled saying tactics there, but you know, it happens. Relentless stabbing, nice. And then can we get a full pride resonance here, maybe? We can, mostly. I'm down for it then. Might as well. Do we have you counter for the sake of committing? I think so. Full pride resonance. Not getting nebulizer is unfortunate because it's, you know, more poise. But looking at our poise numbers, I think we'll be fine. Controversial as an opinion as that is. Maybe I should have gone for full pride resonance simply just because that means that this will only trigger once. Because Ishmael's going for a defense with their other skill slot. We could have gotten more impales off just kind of randomly if we had Ishmael go for like a skill 3 there instead. Then we would have only had a 4 absolute resonance, but that's still more than enough because it would still be a 5 resonance in total. Still would have triggered the pride stuff. I don't know. Things that are sacrificed for the bit. Yeah, they're just dying at this point. Not really a shocker. That's also a little bleed. Because we haven't upgraded Wound Clarity yet, we don't have bleed count. But we will. We very much will. I'm excited to see just how heavily we kill this final boss. Still have to get through this floor though, so no need to talk too soon. That's going to bite me if I do. Pierce normal encounter / risky encounter. I mean, / risky encounter is probably safer. Although Pierce normal encounter does have more options afterwards that could have been worth going for, but I want the risky encounter for the more cash. Ooh, yeah, a little scary. These guys are pretty scary. Not clashing well for you, are ya? Body sack works? It does, yeah, okay. That's a favorite there because you're low sanity. If you lose this, you will instantly die. That's fine. I believe in Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Does not mess up and explode into blood explosion spell. It's scary, but you get a bunch of sanity now, so that's good. And it's resisted, but it still does decent damage, so that's good. God, I can't wait to get that Bloody Mists to do even more damage. Unfortunately, the rest stop is right before the final boss, so we don't get to tear through normal enemies with Bloody Mist, but still something. More scary clashes are happening all over, so we'll just do that. That works. We just throw on the random base egos when need be. And it works.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
Kill with Ishmael, nice. It was a turn without Pride Resonance, though, so we don't trigger the funny passives at all. It's more sanity for her, though, which kind of also matters, so that's fine. But yeah, 91 bleed. Alright. Should have been a bit more careful with, what I went for that turn, I think. Might have been a smart move. Could get a Pride Resonance going. I do like the idea a lot. Especially if I do it like this. Yeah. You're just gonna get a bunch of random one-sided skill ones off. And I don't think it's needed, actually. I do love the bit, but I think I won't right now. Not too much of a need. We gotta get E going. Gotta ego out of here. And then one-sided on you, and you might just stagger from that. Luckily your clash goes first, so I'm not too concerned about the stagger, but still something worth noting. That's a death. I love how this is resisted. Like, that's the really insane thing, isn't it? 430 resisted damage. Some of that was probably after it got staggered, though, so it wasn't all resisted, but it was still resisted enough to kill, which is insane. And we still... I keep on saying it, but I'm so excited for this boss. I haven't even triggered my full power yet.
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지 않았어.
공격 능력 평가 관불.
And then Liger Domain finishes the job. Get that Maggot's passive active. You know how much we love that Maggot's passive. Cool. Cool beans. Victory. Now, we don't have a choice going forwards here, so we're going to take whatever's right in front of us. So if it is a Pierce Risky encounter... Oh, wow, milepost. It's a slash normal encounter, so it might just be the exact same fight as before. In fact, it probably is. I don't know what other slash weak fights you can get on this floor. You can get J-Corp guys. Okay, I wasn't fully sure. I could not remember if there were any J-Corp guys here, but there are. Good to know. Sure, we'll do this. A little overconfident with some of these neutrals, but we hit them with the pursue them to the end. We get the funny going. With the Pride Resonance, of course. So you get little pride damage about that turn. Nice. And we can do something similar here, although we probably should just... Yeah, we can just do it. No reason not to. I was gonna be like, maybe we should save our strong attacks, but thing is, our strong attacks, our weak attacks, are really not that big of a difference from them at this point. That's how you know you're really strong, when it doesn't really matter if you're attacking hard, attacking lightly, the enemy is still crumbable beneath your might. Like, we do this, we got a little Wrath Resonance going on here, because why not? Why not? Okay, switching. I like switching to the foregone conclusion clash just to see the clash go off before we actually go through the Harpoon of Obsession. That's funny. No Pride Resonance and no passive, but you still get some SP stuff and poise stuff going on kill with your skill 3 just in general, so that's still fine. 840 damage with the foregone conclusion. Once again, it's not even doubled yet. And it's just that guy left, I think? Because we killed with 3 skill 3s in total, 2 Ishmael skill 3s and Gregor skill 3s. So yeah, there was only 1 left. Alright. Let's see, what's next? Event? Wow. More things that give us cost on the final floor. I'd love to see it. Yeah, you can donate some of your blood, Heath. If you've got so much blood, you can give away a little bit of it, right? Oh, and, you get a... I mean, you don't get blood back, because this isn't the one that gives us the bag of... Alright. Sure thing. Here's... Gluttony. I mean, it's a Pekatule encounter. It doesn't matter, because there's going to be, like, 4 different types of Pekatules in this one fight. Dominating. Dominating. Struggling, hopeless, okay. Hopeless, okay. Dominating. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of this, then have you hit this guy with the what is cast since he's weak to it, doubly so. Flash and Pride. Speaking of weakness, the flesh is weak. Pekatule is weak. The Pekatule is dead. Yeah, this should be the last normal fight of this floor, I believe. Looking at how the map was going, I don't count the nodes mentally, and I don't know how many nodes each floor is off the top of my head. You really think I would with how much mirror dungeons I do, but I kind of just like going with the flow a lot of the time. As bad of an idea as that could be in some situations, but like it's fine enough here. Right. We do crit with what is cast against enemy weak to Pride that's been staggered, so yeah, this will do a couple damage. Damn it. Unstaggered, of course, but Pride bleeds out. Yeah, exactly enough damage to bleed out, actually. Huh, that's funny. I was considering preparing the Pride attack next turn, but no, I'll save the skill 3 instead. Might benefit us a little more. And down you go. Second wave time? Yeah, this is the one where it's just straight up 4 different types of enemies now. As it does. I love this guy a little bit for safety. Who do we not think kills? You might not kill. Okay, so we'll double up you for safety a little bit. Sounds good. You probably kill, yeah. Shh. Sorry for underestimating you, buddy. You're gonna have a couple doubloons for this foregone conclusion. Almost 1,000 damage. I'm not gonna say the line again, because you know what I'm thinking. How the damage is a lot, but like, it still could have been so much more. Yeah, there's just one enemy left after all this.
공격 능력 평가?
제대로 꽂혔는데.
What did she lose sanity from? Why was she at 35 sanity? I genuinely can't tell if I'm going insane here. Like, why is Ishmael losing sanity? It's happening too often for it to like be with enemies and doing SP damage, right? Is there something I'm forgetting about? There might be? I don't know. I don't even know what could be the case here. But I feel like if she's been losing a lot of sanity that she really shouldn't be losing in the first place. Who can say? I'll refresh once for the nebulizer. I'll refresh twice for the nebulizer. We'll sell some gifts here just to make sure we can get some upgrades, like, you know, these two. Do not care for you two. Don't need to do more than that, though. We don't need to upgrade everything, or maybe I should do a little more than that. We're gonna sell the stuff that does, like, genuinely nothing for us. Burn, we do technically have the ability to synchronize with Burn, but not to a significant degree. And here, Enhanced Gifts. We have Wound Declared to ++. We get White God's BM to ++. We can get you to ++. We can get you to ++. Okay, first and foremost, let's probably do the fusion. Since I realized I did upgrade the one that I'm just going to fuse away for the sake of getting the Bloody Mist. It feels like bleed, potency counter, unique bleed, coin power +2, damage dealt +100%. Good stuff. More poise is a little overkill. More damage to staggered enemies is a little wholesome. More poise. More. Okay, I think I can't do anything else here. Yeah, okay. That seems good. Actually, can I do some fusion stuff? Some fusion shenanigans? What if I do Pride and Prejudice and this will give us a poise tier 2. There's Nebulizer. Game I spent all my cost already. I forgot about that until just now, but that's fine. London Wrath. Is that, what's its face? It might be. Yeah, it is.
자, 맞서보죠.
Okay.
우리들에게
I think I've got a really funny bit planned.
아무것도 아니잖아요.
And I mean really funny. Okay, we're killing you. I think we could genuinely just bypass your shield entirely and not have to worry about your mechanic in the slightest. And I may be entirely wrong. I may be entirely wrong. That's the thing to keep in mind. It would not be that surprising for me to be entirely wrong with this deduction, this usage of my wit. But I think this might just work. Maybe I should have thrown in like at least something. But here's the thing: your protection is done really weirdly. So like you'd really think it would like block more damage than it actually does. Yeah, like look at that. And it's because it's minus 100% damage, but it's like additive instead of multiplicative for some reason when it comes to protection. Like we just do not care, which is insanely funny. So you do gotta get some one-sided attacks off. I knew that was gonna happen. I'm not very concerned. Make sure someone might get staggered or hurt or something. What's the G-Corp head manager gonna do? We're getting a lot of crits though already, so that's good. Starting out with Nebulizer is such a big gain for us. Okay, Gregor's been staggered. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. You're gonna target Ida a little bit. We're gonna throw in a blind obsession here for good luck. Yeah, sure. We'll target you. Then everyone else just go all in on this part. And like we just like you can just ignore the mechanic even harder than previously thought possible. Isn't that insane? 50% crit chance here is nice. We got the crit. Okay, that's good. I mean, we don't have commemorative points, so we can just do it again, but that's fine. We'll live, I think. Ida just dies. Yeah, that's very in character for Ida. He's got a very notable tendency to just kind of die a lot of the time. Also, a little bit of bleed here. Yeah, you bleed to death. I mean, playing their bones just kills, doesn't it? Yeah, 608 damage. There's no brain power whatsoever. We just killed it. Love to see it. You did the most damage. By a pretty notable margin. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't think I've ever used Gregor with both of those tier 4s before. Yeah, it makes sense how you do the most damage. Ishmael did like a close second. Not even a close second. That is a huge gap. And Gregor was 4th. Okay, yeah. Never doubt Pirate Gregor. There's a reason why it's such a goated ID. A lot of gifts, a lot of good gifts too. I can claim my rewards and get, my nice 750 Lunacy, 22.5 levels, 360 manager experience, 267 Starlight. And isn't that nice to see? Let's watch this, as per usual, just see it all go up. This time next week, we're already going to be level 1000, like even before the next Mirror Dungeon 3 hard, I think. Which is cool to see. I mean, the thing is, I get 3 levels a day, like, yeah, it'll take less than a week. Really 4 when we include dailies, and I haven't done like weeklies this week yet, so I might just get another level here. I've done the dailies today, but I haven't done any of the weeklies, and I think I got a couple of them here. Yeah. 983. Gotta get 2 levels, and then gotta take a screenshot for the German number. Yeah, we already did the daily extractions, of course, but yeah. I don't know if this was a showcase of you as much as the Poise Bleed team in general, but I think the usage we got out of the skill 2 made it seem super cool, and this skill 3 is super strong, it feels like. I really shouldn't trust how strong that was, though, because, once again, we did have Lucky Pouch. Kinda changes things a lot. Do I even have, like, the entire team leveled up? Not the entire team. Yeah, you guys were you were level 30. You two were level 30, yeah. Wait, we were super underleveled with most of the team, except for you two. Like, you two being 5, 6 under, and you two being 10 under. So we could have been doing even better. Makes sense why they were losing clashes, but I thought it was just because they weren't as strong IDs. But no, it's because they were underleveled by a pretty notable margin, and I only noticed just now. But yeah, very long, an ID that, we were all waiting for, Ishmael's Season 3 ID, and yeah, it sure does seem to have delivered. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!